Welcome back to Pride Plays Maid of Sker. Now, I haven't touched this game in a little while yet. Wrath and I have been doing our thing on Crash Bandicoot. But, you know, I did what I seem to be quite good at doing, and I messed up the recording again. This time, I figured out how we get two mics working at once. I had to download some software that allows that. But I had the mics turned up, the sensitivity too high, and that caused me... Is that my health bar in the bottom left? I didn't even know I had a health bar. And that caused echo over the entire audio. And it was too obvious. It was to a point where you couldn't even ignore it. And I couldn't, in good faith, put that footage out there. Which means Wrath and I are going to have to re-record that at some point. And so, we're back on Pride Plays. And if we're lucky, we're about to be done with this whole game. Because I tell you what, when we get to the final thoughts and highlights, I'm not going to be giving it that good of a score. Just because, like, it's kind of scary, but just not really. I mean, one thing that's worth pointing out is that in the beginning of the game, it had the option of taking the enemies out entirely. And if the game still functions properly without enemies in that sense of, like, impending doom, well then how great was that sense of impending doom? Probably not that great. So, it doesn't really make... I'm sorry, it makes sense why this game wouldn't be that scary. But, enough of that. If we're lucky, we're getting close to the end here. And we can be done with this game. We can all be done with this game. Or maybe I'll stick around and collect all the music boxes, you know? Maybe that's what I feel like doing. Okay. I'm trying to remember everything I did, because I remember I was going in this game, and I got to a point where I died to a really big guy. He just kind of whooped my ass. And it sent me pretty far back. I remember after I cut away, I made a little bit of progress. I think I got those pieces that I put in right away in the beginning. I grabbed those pieces, and then I saved again. So I'm like, alright, there you go, future me. One less thing you got to worry about. And thank you, past me. I really appreciate that. Now then, into the action. Phone call. I'm going to skip because I'm almost certain I would have covered this topic in the last episode. And even if I don't remember it, you know, it's there. And there's no need to go through it twice. Especially because, frankly, the phone calls are pretty boring. Alright, I remember this room. Love to find some health. Prudence's letter to Elizabeth. God, I don't even care about the lore anymore. I don't want to read anything. I just want to whoop some blind ass and get out of here. Because I don't get to do that in real life. I don't get to beat up blind people in real life. Because you're not really allowed to beat up most people. But especially blind people. Yep. So here's the key. Does that mean, like, I have to kill him to get that key? Because, I haven't been killing the other guys, and they're, like, half as big as this guy is. Okay. A save point would be fantastic. What's in here? Okay, this is not where he jumped in. I'm mostly just keeping my eye out for the spot where he jumps out. And I'll just avoid that spot buy myself a little bit more time. I think it's this room. It is that room. So avoid that room. So I would love to save before I start getting chased by that guy. Give me that. My controller keeps giving me a little bit of feedback, and I would almost say that it's scaring me. But this game, its scare level is like, trying to think of an honest value I'd give this. Maybe like a 4. Not in terms of just scary games, but in terms of like all games, I would give it a 4. What is this thing? Is this a tree? Why are there no record players? Here we go. Okay, saving. Sweet.
Time has run out.
Who are you?
To use his grand harmonium.
Wouldn't that be freaking funny if she meant to write whore you or you whore, but like she forgot that there's not an A in there, and so she just totally is sending the wrong signal when she meant to call me a whore, which I'm not. I would refute that if she called me that. I have evidence. Just an innocent little version. Why are all the mirrors broken? Though that's just kind of a classic horror game cop-out, so that they don't have to do reflections, which I don't really blame them. Because reflections sound like they're difficult to achieve in games. And, you know, it's not really breaking my immersion. I mean, I pointed out, so it's kind of breaking my immersion, but, you know, I'm no stickler that way. I don't really care. I just pointed it out because I noticed. Murderer. What if I just go everywhere except where I know he's going to come out from? Can't go in that way. I would also love to find some medical supplies, because as much fun as I'm having just listening to this heartbeat over and over. Whatever. As much fun as I am having listening to this heartbeat, it's getting old. Alright, here we go. Okay. So is he just going to chase me that whole time? Because I felt like he was taking a pretty leisurely pace for the most part. Okay, that is exactly why I went and found that save point. Because, you know, I don't know if he's always one shot or if he just does one shots because my health is so low. But my health being low doesn't help the situation, so let's see, you know, how long this takes. Really hope I don't get hung up on this part for too long. The same way I hope that we can be done with this game, like now. Like, even if I only get like 2 episodes out of this, I'll still be happy. I'll be happy that the series is over and we can all pretend like it didn't happen. I'll tell you what, man, this is on me. If I'm going to insist on finishing the games I play, then I need to start picking better games. I don't remember if I said so or not, but I started playing the game Alice Madness Returns, but I felt like it wasn't very interesting to watch. Like, the thing about horror games, at least for me, is it's very interesting to watch because there's a constant threat that I'm going to get scared by something. And that's just inherently fascinating to watch, just to watch somebody, you know, crap their pants at something. But, you know, you don't get that with other games, so, Either I have to kill it on the commentary, or the game simply just isn't fun to watch. And as much as I probably could kill it on the commentary, I'd rather just not have that kind of stress. Oh. It sounds like he's just gonna come straight to me. Okay, I guess I could just sidestep him. So how far do I need to run until this guy is not a problem anymore? I'm also having a hard time telling exactly where he is by his footsteps. He's about to come through. Alright, you know what? Let's just try this. Oh! Did that not affect him? I mean, granted, I did just kind of walk into him. But I was under the assumption that I could stun him and grab the key from him. Because how else am I going to get that key? This guy also seems like he takes a leisurely pace. But in exchange, just always knows where I am somehow. Either that or just me running everywhere isn't helping the situation. But I really don't think that's what it is. I think I just have to kind of brute force it. Alright, tell you what. Next time on Pride Plays, I'll probably get chased around by that guy some more. But maybe I'll get a key or something. I don't know. Yeah. See you guys later.